What?
Can you hear me? Oh, there I go.
You weren't in it.
Oh. Episode 52.
Come in here.
Tip in here.
And welcome to the Lit Room.
The Lit Room.
Hey, everybody. I don't know why I'm doing this with my fingers, but I like that. No, I don't. Doing. We are here in the Lit Room, okay? And we are here to say to you, if it is your first time, welcome. To the Lit Room podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Keeks and that's
Trey.
Yes. Finally got around to it. And if you are already in the Lit fam, the Lit gang.
What up, Lit gang?
Hey guys. How are you?
Hey, that hat is still in the video.
I was like, what are you looking at? I'm looking at you, but you're looking at
I'm going, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah. That's how I feel.
Understand.
Yep. But we both look a little
vibrant. No.
Relaxed.
Oh, I feel comfy.
Yeah. This is our loungewear episode. This is the most laxed we have ever looked on this show. I think we gave up this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. Did you hear that? I heard it. That means it is time for the I'll give you the red light special. Woo! Trey, who's our red light special?
These two young ladies are mini CEOs. I'm probably going to mispronounce it, but the K is silent. So it's Nixia
and
Naomi Smith. I'm sorry. Okay. Please go check them out. Mini CEOs. Oh. They're sisters. One is older than the other. Clothing. They have YouTube. I mean, they're just out here just hustling.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a TikTok too, I believe so. But that kind of like brightened my day because I'm like, oh my God, look at the kids. The future. The future
is
bright.
Okay.
Yes. But please go check them out. Lovely young ladies, but moving right along. Oh, you were going to add something? No.
Can you go back to that? Because I was actually reading something, the pronunciation thing. It was actually on the bottom. Nixia. And Nixia.
Naomi. Oh, it's
Naomi.
Okay.
Nixia.
That's all I was reading. But yeah, thank you for being our red light specials for the day. Y'all, I'm sorry. I was still giggly about they didn't want to leave, y'all. We're still here.
It's time for the
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm still giggly about us collectively giving up on wardrobe this show.
We didn't give up.
We didn't, because we're still cute. It's still like put together. It's just not our normal like actual like outfits and stuff. Like we're still very cute.
Get it over with.
You're still very cute.
You're cute.
Thank you. It's time for the topic of the day.
TOT.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen and everything in between.
You're too lax.
In betwixt. I think that's what it is.
We're going to have a dress code for now.
It's the pants. It's to relax. I'm forgetting my lines. Line. It is time for the topic of today, okay? The TOT. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I believe you are. And TOT Topic of today.
Okay.
Tea. Yes. There was
Keep
a
that.
little bit too much
Please keep that.
slobber in betwixt.
That's
that.
a part of
So
the song.
yes, we will start that over and we'll keep that one for you guys. But T-O-T. Topic of today.
Okay.
T-O-T.
Hit.
Topic of today.
Oh, that.
T-O-T.
Hit.
What topic of today?
Hey.
What P?
It's a lot. We cannot get through this.
I just heard hold on.
Hola.
Oh, I thought he said hold on. I was like,
You're saying T-O-T. Topic of today. Hola.
all right, guys. So, Trey, what is today's topic?
Can you adapt?
Can you feel the love tonight? That's where I thought you were going with it. What is wrong?
Hola.
¿Cómo está? Nacho.
Nacho cheese.
Nacho.
Buenas noches. Nacho.
Come on. What did he say? Come on. He said, come to Illinois.
Which okay. I'll lose it because that video was funny.
Speaking of Quincy Island.
All right, here we go. So, swipers, get your swipers ready because we're having trouble with our topic. Okay, we're trying. We're trying. All right.
It was
Here we go. And come on.
he said, come
Sorry,
to
America.
Illinois.
I want to see the video.
¿Cómo te llamas? That's what it was. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Come to Illinois.
Is this kid in class? He's in Spanish class, and he's trying.
Oh my God, I can't
he's
breathe.
trying to. Oh, he found it.
Noches.
Buenos nachos.
Buenas tardes.
Buenos tardes.
Hola.
Hola.
Repitan, ¿cómo te llamas?
Come to Illinois.
Me llamo.
Me llamo
Encantado.
Enchilada.
Encantada.
Iguodala.
Igualmente.
Buenos días.
Buenas noches.
Buenos nachos.
Buenas tardes.
Buenos tardes.
Hola.
Hola.
Repitan, ¿cómo te llamas?
Repitan, ¿cómo te llamas? Come to Illinois. He's not trying at all.
No, not
At all.
at all. Nope.
That takes me out.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes.
It reminds me of Peggy Hill.
He said enchiladas.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were talking about something before. Ooh. Y'all.
Oh my God. It's the come to Illinois.
¿Cómo te llamas? Come to Illinois. Like, he's sitting on the side of the desk like, shall I give it a try today? Nope. Not at all.
I whoever's
Buenas
recording,
tardes.
whoever's recording,
I would have
I couldn't have. Like that fall would have been on the floor, and you just heard me laughing.
He said something else. She said something. What is nachos?
He said something about.
nachos.
He said tamales or something.
He said something. I can't.
Enchiladas.
That's what he said.
Oh, enchiladas. Oh, my God.
Enchiladas. What? Let me tell you something. The first time I saw that video,
Oh my God.
I was over. My sister still. She's the person who put us onto that, by the way. But she still will fall out. All right.
Can I adapt to these videos?
Here we are.
Because that was your reaction to the dude's video originally.
Okay.
Swipers.
Swipers.
Okay.
Get your swipers ready.
Buenos nachos.
Can you play that one video one more time? I just want everyone to see how nonchalantly he was in class. Like, sir, you're going to get a grade for your participation, and the teacher is so like happy to be there.
She said
Repeat time.
Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Buenos dias.
Buenas noches.
Buenos nachos.
Buenas tardes.
Buenos tardes.
Hola.
Hola.
Hold on for me.
Repitan, ¿cómo te llamas?
Come to Illinois.
Me llamo.
Me llamo.
Encantado.
Enchilada.
Encantada.
Iguodala.
Igualmente.
Iguodada. What did he say? Come llamas. That's what he said. Come to llamas. Enchiladas. Iguodada.
It's the come to Illinois.
It's because it just fell out of his mouth. Like, where did you? She said, "Como te llamas? Come to Illinois." What? Where? Who told
Hola.
you? That gets me because it was so. The H was so hard. Hola.
Oh my God.
Hola.
Sounded like a goyim.
Did you try that day?
He didn't. He didn't.
I promise you, if we were in the same class, I wouldn't have.
Oh, I would have been in so much
No
trouble because I would have been on the floor.
Who y'all? Okay, y'all. We're sorry.
Okay.
Swiper.
Are we?
Yeah, we're going. Swipers, get your swipers ready.
I'm not sorry.
Y'all needed that. I
Yeah.
needed it. My face hurts now.
What are we doing? Oh, let's get into it. All right. That was the longest
Oh my God.
swipe
Get it over with.
we have ever had in the history of the Lit Room podcast. Thank you, sir,
Oh my God.
for inviting us to Illinois. Oh, my goodness.
Bruno's nachos. They come to Illinois.
Come to Illinois.
That don't even sound like what she said.
Come te llamas. Come to Illinois. Come on. I know she was saying, "What's your name?" But then she said, "I want to tell you something." And he said, "Something to llama."
Enchilada.
Enchiladas. What? Nachos.
Did he say
It's
iguana?
his face. Yes. He said iguodada. Straight face. If he was my son, I'm just thinking about why doesn't the teacher realize what he was doing? Like, why didn't she see this?
Oh my God.
I would have lost it. So,
Oh.
as you all heard at some point before we came to switch over, after we swiped, whenever that was in the video,
Stop giving the mic.
So, the topic of today, as heard first,
Enchiladas.
is yes,
Enchiladas.
can you adapt? I was gonna say adopt. Can you adapt? And all I meant by this,
What did you
all we
mean?
meant by this was, can you adapt to like any of your situations in your relationships? Are you adaptable to when a relationship takes you out of character, out of your place, out of your scenery? Yeah, like anything. Like when you get a new job, can you adapt? Are you a person who can adapt to things, or are you somebody who's like, oh, this is just the way I am and I'm not going to change?
I'll say at work, I definitely. Where we work, you have to know how to adapt.
Yeah.
Because stuff changed, so it changes without a warning. But even though they say we had a warning, which we all know, it wasn't a warning. But
Can't hear it. Never did.
never happened. But we'll let you believe that.
God,
But anywho,
we're
but
gonna let some secrets out on that place.
oh yeah,
when the time comes.
yeah. But definitely at work, I can adapt. I I don't know, like relationships. I guess it depends on what it is. I cannot talk right now.
I'm sorry.
What
I'm
it
thinking
is.
about the
I'm
video.
still thinking about the video.
Okay.
I can't. I'm canting.
But in relationships, I don't know. I guess it depends on what somebody puts you through. Can you adapt to it?
Can you adapt to everything that they put you through though? Like, would you? Or would you take all of that? Like, okay, now you're talking about like if somebody's taking you through, and honey, I'm not gonna let you take me through a whole bunch
no,
before I decide I'm out.
I don't know. Okay, so when we say relationship, I guess it goes back to when we were talking about if you're in a relationship versus a marriage. So I guess you maybe put up more in a marriage, like as far as like what you will have not have to, but what you will adapt to. Like, I don't know, a kid pops up somewhere out of the blue,
And you're married.
like,
Already.
and you're already married, and maybe your husband or
wife.
whoever or wife, they didn't know, or whatever, Can you adapt
Can
to
you
it?
adapt to
You're
having a kid?
married.
Or do you just say they got to fit in where they can get in where they fit in?
I mean, I think, in as far as relationships go, when you're just a boyfriend or a girlfriend or what have you, it's different from being like married.
I feel like there's only so much that you should have to take when you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
I don't want to take,
Well, if you know that y'all are gonna go that far, you can go the distance. Okay, so when you're going the distance, like Hercules sings in Hercules, when you go the distance and you think that this relationship is going to be the one to go the distance, are you okay with adapting to some things that you normally wouldn't? Yeah.
If I knew,
Like if he said, I'm gonna marry you, and I mean it, I promise, I'll show you my savings account. I've got the money. Like I've literally got a savings account that says ring. I've got savings and it's for the ring. We are going to be together. But until then, I'm going to drag you through the mud. And it might not be that bad. It's just, we're going to go through some stuff, which is going to happen anyways, y'all. Like,
I mean, granted, nothing is perfect, but that just made me think about, sometimes I guess in your mind or your head, you feel as though you can't. Okay, so just a situation, I feel like I was talking to someone who I guess me and that person, we had in our head, like, we got to reach all of our goals first before we can try to be together. And I don't know if that was like necessarily realistic or not. But it was just one of those things where I would kept myself and that person, we were trying to figure out, like, why can't we, it's not like we're putting stuff in through each other, but why can't we adapt with what's going on right now?
like, why can't y'all just figure it out
Right, with each other? But it was just one of those things where we couldn't. Like, it was just one of those things where, no, like, I realized, like, I want to reach those goals, and no, I don't. Yeah, you can be with someone and y'all can adapt to going through reaching, what you want to do together. But sometimes I just felt like I don't necessarily want to do that anymore. Or maybe it's just a fine line between certain things, because I'm gonna just tell you like this now. I don't think I have it in me to necessarily entertain or talk to someone who is going to put you through a whole lot of adaptation, meaning they ain't got no real where to live, right? A whole lot of adaptations. They ain't got a real place to live.
Okay.
They ain't got a real means of income, And I ain't saying you can be entrepreneur, this and that, but at least you have
coming
your
in.
money. You know, I think
Or a plan.
or a plan, but it's money. Like something. I don't think I can't adapt to that no more. Even if they say they got a ring or this and that, like I just cannot be in that space where like you don't really have anything right now. And I don't know
What you're gonna have.
I mean, and I wish you all of the blessings, all of it. But I don't think that I'm able to adapt with you in that standpoint until you get yourself together. And then sometimes I think if I was in other people's shoes, I don't know if I would necessarily. Granted, if I didn't have a job, if I didn't have a car, if I didn't have a place to live, if I didn't have those things, like, why am I trying to be in a relationship with someone? Why? I
was actually in a relationship with someone who was like, I'll help you get this, that, and the third, and I'll help you get the business, and I'll help you da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, a part of me just wants to do it by myself and already have it, and then allow you to come in and, you know, not take it away or head it for me, but like just be there with me already successful.
And some people think that that's you thinking of a perfect relationship, but no, it's not. I feel like you just want, like you said, everybody's coming in with some type of a success, but eventually we're going to do something even better.
I feel like some people can't, and I may be one of these people, I don't really know yet, but I think some people can't focus on having a relationship and focus on what they want to do. Like something's going to get
in the way.
Yeah. Something's going to either get in the way or it's not going to get tended to the way that it needs to get tended to. And I feel like if my money is involved, then I need to be trying to tend to that more so than me possibly not having someone for the next year or two. Because let's face it, you still gonna have, like, you know, the people that you talk to or your relations peoples, or sometimes you cut it all off. I've done that. I've cut everything off before and just focused on, like, and maybe I was on my
but yeah, I mean, if you eliminate things like that, you know, if you eliminate like relations and sex and stuff like that, sometimes that can help people focus more. But again, there are some people who can do both. Like you can still focus on your goals and have relations and have sex or whatever, but you have to realize like what you're strong at, what you can adapt to when going through whatever it is that you're going through. Because I mean, I don't know if I'm speaking for everybody, but sex is not hard to get
from anywhere.
Like, it's not, I mean, granted, you know, even if you have to pay for it, it's still not hard
Which
to
is
get.
Really crazy that it's like one of the best things in the world to people, the most pleasuring things in the world to people. It's the number one, not sex, but sex is the number one, like, selling thing, and then prostitution is the oldest profession.
And you're not paying them for the sex, you're paying them to leave you the fuck alone.
So I'm not paying them for the sex, I'm paying them to leave me.
But it's like,
alone.
That's crazy because everyone is like,
it makes sense.
Sex.
But I don't like when people when people, I know this may be going on a tangent, but whatever. This is like a broad topic anyway.
It is.
But when people are like, you know, like, you're a player, you this and that, or they don't recognize when you're really trying to be serious with somebody, and you explain to them like, it's easy to have sex. It's not hard. it's
And
not.
when I say that, I'm not saying that to be petty. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that to be petty. I'm just saying it is what it is. Like, it's the truth, and we have to look at it as what it is. Like, everybody, even you, the person who's trying to pursue me, can go and get it from wherever
Wherever
you'd
you
like to
want
get it
it
from. And I feel like
So stop acting like it's complicated.
I
it's
feel like
hard.
I'm a very adapting person. Adaptive person. I have a very adaptive personality. I can go with the flow, but I do think in situations of like the work relationship aspect of it, as much as I want a relationship, as much, I still have in the back of my head that like I would feel bad because I know that one of my love languages, my top love language, is quality time, right? Crazy because I barely have time to spend with myself.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I would feel bad if I wouldn't be able to give that to that person. Granted, that may not be my lovers or my significant other's love language, top love language, but that's mine. So sooner or later I'd be like so into my work and so ready to like, because I mean, let's be honest, like it is nice to be in a relationship and trying to get your stuff together because you have that, you have that support, you have that person like to be like, woo, woo, you can do it, da, 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 and you have that person in your corner. That's the pro about it. The con about it is the actual quality time part, at least for me on my end. Like, I do want to spend quality time with you, but I also get in my own way because I have other stuff that I'm worried about and trying to do. So that's the reason why it doesn't necessarily always work out for me, because I can't necessarily be there the way that I would like to be, and I can't ask you to do something for me that I can't or wouldn't be able to do for you all of the time. Like, I can check in with you, but sooner or later it's going to affect me. Like, I want to spend time with you. I want to go on a date. I want to go eat. I want to be able to talk to you every now and then. And sometimes I'm not going to, because I'm going to want to fall asleep when I get home. I'm going to want to pass out. I'm going to have to do this for this, or I'm going to have to do this for that. And then I'm going to, so that's why I am a person who's like, let me get to where I want to be at first. Granted, I know a lot of people are like, well, don't be like that, because by the time you don't know when you're going to get to where you want to get to. And if you wait until you get to where you want to get to, it might be too late. Who knows that? Who knows the answer to that? I don't know. And I think it just comes in your own time. And I do feel like it has worked out for me sometimes because we've had the conversation beforehand.
Yeah.
But other times, even when we did have the conversation, it still wasn't enough. And like I said, it bothered me sometimes. It's not always going to bother the other person. It's going to start to affect me. So I don't know. I want a relationship. I do. I'm ready for one, but I also want to be where I would like to be, and only I and God know that.
And I feel the
like,
same exact way.
It's like, gosh darn it, you're in your own way. So I don't know. As long as I get someone who can respect what I'm doing and who's okay with my schedule, and who's not, because the past few have not been okay with my schedule. They have not been okay with what I'm doing. They have wanted to be here every step of the way, which is fine, but it was just too much. Like, I never got the break away from that person. Like, it had to come with me to all of the shows. And it's like, sometimes if we have an event or a special event that we get invited to, I can't always have that person come with me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would like for it to be, like, give me a happy medium, God. Give me someone. I know I've asked for this on the show before, but come on. Yeah. But I do feel like I could adapt or adjust to, because again, even though I'm saying I would rather be where I want to be before but it's kind of like the same thing with kids, like having kids. Like you're like, I want to be in a good place enough to like,
have
even
the
when we get
kids.
married, like I want us to be in a good place financially before we have kids. But then you don't know, like that's a ticking
There go
time
the
bomb
boo.
too. Yeah, like
there go the
so.
kid. Oops, it happened.
Yeah. So I don't know. You just gotta be careful. And I feel like even though I am that type of person, this is what I was saying, even though I'm that type of person, I do feel like I could adapt and adjust to trying it out to be with somebody who can or would be able to be with me while I'm trying to get it done. I just feel like it would be it would be a distraction for me. Point blank period. I think it would be a distraction for me to be in a relationship while I'm trying. But then it hasn't distracted me before, so I don't know. I just feel like
I don't think it'll be a distraction. I just think it'll be like different, like something you would eventually get used to.
I just think my focus gets taken away from what I want to focus on when I'm in a relationship. Like, because then I have to focus on us too. When what I really wanted to focus on was this thing. But because you came into my life and I really like you and I want us to have a future and I want all of that at the end of the day, I will adjust and I will adapt to it and I will do what I need to do. But I don't know. Everything is like at what cost nowadays? Like,
yeah.
what do you want to?
What do you want?
What do you want from me, huh? I don't know. I do feel like I am a person who can adapt though, and I adjust.
I can adapt.
I'm not a person who can adapt and then keep taking it for so long.
Like you got to keep adapting.
Right, and
So
you
many
never
changes.
change to what I
Need.
Yeah.
So it's all about you.
Yeah, it's always me adapting.
Selfish person.
Yeah, no. I can't do that. I can't do that for too long. No.
You know who you are.
Can you adapt? Can you adjust?
I can adjust. I could.
Can you move things around?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can.
You don't want to though.
But sometimes, like, I'm noticing now, like, you really have to outweigh stuff, like the pros and the cons. I've been making, like, pros and cons lists, y'all. That's been helping me to make better decisions.
I thought you were about to say. You go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it.
You gonna find it? Okay, you lost it. Yeah, but making like those types of lists in my head sometimes I write it down, but it helps me to make the right decisions, to know if I should adapt to something, you know, or should I adjust some things? Should I move some stuff around? Should I this and that? Like, what will be the outcome? And like sometimes you have to think about that with people or anything, you know, should I adjust to this? Like, if I adjust, then what will happen?
Mm-hmm.
You know, or what's the bad stuff that could happen if I adjust, you know, or what's the outcome going to be if I adapt to this?
Would you rather be in a place or an atmosphere that that it's okay to always continuously adapt in a good positive way? Like, that's what I was going to say. I thought you were about to say that you were like, now that you've gotten older, you're realizing that it's easy to get stuck in your ways, because I see that too. Like, it's very easy to be like, well, this is how I do things.
Yeah.
This is what I want to
and I recognize that too. That's why like when I think we were talking the other day, and I can't remember what I said to you, but I told you, I was like, next year I'm moving because not, you know, like,
yes.
I was just saying, like, I'm moving because I think I'm getting too comfortable in this space.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got to. Like, it's just, I'm stuck in my ways, and I'm stuck in, you know, it's just too much of me being just like, ooh, like I can't go left or I'm going to not go right. Like, I'm just going to keep going straight. And no, like, I want to adapt or be in the atmosphere where I'm continue to adapt in positive things are happening with doing such. So, you know, but sometimes you also have to my best friend Jarrell says this to me all the time. Sometimes you have to take chances. You gotta take chances.
Just try it.
You gotta try it.
Try it out. And then if it's not working, because you don't ever want to be like, what if it would have been great, or what if it would have been good and I didn't give it a try? And I literally just had this conversation with somebody the other night. Well, not the other night, but like a few nights ago. That I was just kind of like, okay, fine. I will be open to the situation, and I will see how it goes, because I realized that I haven't ever really tried to give it a try, because I didn't like the way that it sounded in my head, and I didn't like the way that I thought about the situation. But I will try to think about it in your way, and I will see if I'll actually like it. And if I don't, and when I decide that I don't, when I get to the point where I'm about to tell you that I'm uncomfortable with it, or I don't like this situation, I don't like how it is, it ain't for me, then
it ain't for me.
It ain't for me. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gone.
But yeah, I think that I don't, certain things I don't try because I am stuck in my ways, that I'm older now, and then I have to think to myself too, like, I ain't that old. Like, sometimes, and that's another thing, I don't be giving myself enough credit as far as like, okay, I'm acting too old, or I'm acting too stuck in just like these.
Like, we're really not that old,
right? That's what I'm saying. But it's like,
but society sometimes makes us feel like we're like
just old,
we're
and
past.
I'm like, I'm not even old for real.
No, we're not. We're not.
Right. At all.
I don't know who needed to hear that, but we are not that old. You are not that old. You are not as old as you think you are. Amen.
You're not. And sometimes I feel like that can kind of get in your head too.
Yeah.
And it'll mess with you as far as adjusting and this and that, because you're like, oh, well, I'm old, so I don't need to do anything else, or I don't need to do this or do that because I'm old.
You start giving yourself
anxiety, and I'm like,
I don't have enough time. And
listen, we old.
Then you be sitting up here 50 and 60 like, but I thought I.
And you still not old.
Right.
Shoot.
Be thinking you thought it was gonna. You thought everything was gonna end at 30, or you thought everything was gonna be old at 30. So you.
So you just stopped.
Yeah.
Shoot. Auntie turned how she turned,
60.
and she looks. First of all, Auntie, forgive me, you look damn good. But, you know, she's still sharp. She's still like everything. Like, it's a number. That's really all it is. Yep. And, you know.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I couldn't hear myself.
Hello.
I was saying,
Hello.
Yep. I couldn't hear myself. But yeah.
But no, like if she decided she wanted to do something that, you know, adapt or adjust to something else, like, she not old, so why not do it? Yeah,
I think she's enrolling in another school to something.
Do it.
Proud of her.
Do it.
You're not. Listen, people. That's a good one. You're not as old as you think you are. Because I have those moments too. Like, 30s are tricky. It's tricky. Because you're told you're getting older, and that everything has to happen by a certain time in 30, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I have to, so you can't adapt, because you're like, I have to stay the way that I am so that I can get it done, because I have to get it done by this time. So you can't really adapt to new situations, and you can't adjust, because you're like, everything has to be set in stone by this time, and I have to continue to be this way until time ends. No, I don't ever want to be like that. I don't ever want to have to look back when I'm like 90 something and just be like, I didn't do it because I was afraid that I was too old to do it, or I was afraid because I was too young, or I didn't get to do it because I was told that I was too.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, do it. Like they say, you only live once.
You do.
The rest is history. Woo! Look at us being all philosophical.
I'm good.
I think we're good. I think we're both able to adapt. I think we're both able to adjust. See how we adjusted finally out
Tell
of
us
that.
how y'all adapt and how y'all
Yes.
adjust and all of that. All of it.
I think he just stretched.
I did.
Yes.
All of it.
Yes. All right, kids.
Y'all had a great show today.
We did. It was nice.
Y'all got a lot. Y'all got seriousness. Y'all got laughter. Y'all got playful. Y'all got everything. And
y'all
then,
have to adapt
yeah,
to the whole show. Just
the whole show.
doing this.
See how we brought that together?
brought that thing right on in for you. And now, since all hearts and minds are clear, we're going to pack it up. And we're going to put the top on, and then we're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to put a pretty bow on this one because this one was nice. And we're going to set it to the side because we might actually come back and get that
Yeah,
one.
we got to come back and get that one.
Yeah, we might come back and get that one.
Yeah.
So, now, I'm giving him time to get it ready. We are going to play the game. Good. All right, Trey, what's the game?
One has to go.
One has to go.
This is the food edition.
the food. Ooh. This is going to be hard for me.
No.
Can you zoom in a little so other people
He said no.
Everybody can see that.
make it bigger? It's food.
P said no.
Ooh, look at those tacos.
Burger.
Those tacos are horrible.
I'm hungry.
But
I'm just thinking about what a good taco would taste like. That's why.
I had taco tea right before you guys got here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is hard.
That's why I said no.
Only because everybody doesn't make a good burger.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm gonna take out burger.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like all burgers are not created equal.
No. Wings. People fuck up wings way more than burgers.
True, but I love some wings.
I love good.
Yeah, I love all of them. But
I love all of
I'm gonna
them.
say which one is easiest to fuck up? I would say the wings.
And I actually got food poisoning from a burger. I've actually gotten food poisoning from a burger and pizza, but
From pizza? Yeah. Ooh.
the girl's mom didn't cook it all the way, and it was cold, and she fed it to us. And yeah, I was hooting and tooting, okay?
Ooh.
But since the burger was the most recent, I'm gonna go with burger.
I'm gonna go with burger too.
Burger. I'm sorry. I've had more bad burgers than I have had more bad wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really picky about my wings too. I'm picky. I should be a lot more picky about my burgers, but I just always felt like you couldn't mess up a burger, but people mess up burgers.
Well, yeah, it's ground meat.
It's like, just make sure it's cooked, people, and then put the right toppings on, and then don't make it so messy so it's pretty and better to eat. And, yeah, for me, burgers. I think P said wings.
I said burger.
Burger.
I
Yeah.
love all of them. No, I didn't say. I said no.
Oh, P said no. So
Saying he said no, but I believe he said he was leaning more towards
No, I
wings.
said which one is the easiest to fuck up.
And therefore, you
but he
voted.
still say no.
He said no. We're saying he said no.
Okay.
I said no.
Okay.
You can't say no the entire.
Yes,
Game.
I can do whatever I want. I'm a man.
One has to go churches.
KFC.
I say churches.
KFC. KFC all day. Y'all can have that dried chicken.
Churches ain't even cooked all the way.
Churches is cooked all the way, and it's slopped in
The
grease.
only thing I like, no, it's too greasy for me. I don't like that.
Ooh. Grew up on churches. What was it? What else is there? Popeyes and Chick-fil-A?
Popeyes and Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I'm scared to say this out loud, but I'm going to say it. They don't miss.
They know.
Oh, I've almost tried everything on that menu. I'm sorry. I will gather myself and I will come back.
You don't try everything. And
Almost everything. And they have not missed yet. There's everything that I have tried on that menu. Even that doggone kale lemon salad. Lemon kale
that's
Caesar
good
salad.
too?
It is so good.
Really?
So good.
I'm going to try it.
I don't know what it is. It's because they believe in the Lord. That's what it is. It's blessed. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what else it is. I have tried everything.
They bless their food.
I have about tried everything on that menu and nothing.
They bless their
made me
food.
mad. Oh, now some of those sauces, I haven't tried all the sauces, but I feel like some of them don't even need to be on there.
How
So,
many
a lot of
are
sauces.
there?
I don't know.
I think we just stick to what you know.
Just stick to what you know. Them and McDonald's, they're getting out of control. McDonald's is getting out of control.
What they have? They got more sauces?
They got like a Korean something and
no.
I'm like, what in the world? Hullabaloo. One has to go. Soul food, seafood, barbecue, and dessert. Seeing is how I barely ever make it to dessert. Not even make it. And not in the sense of like I'm full, because I don't think that happens for me. I'm not a sweets person. Yeah, I'm not really a sweets person. Like
So you're going to say dessert?
I have to really be in the mood or something's going on with me for me to be like a dessert person. But I don't always have to have dessert.
I don't like all seafood though.
But I can bake and make desserts. That's so weird. I'm not into dessert, but I make good desserts. That's weird. Everything else on there, I can keep. You said you're not into seafood?
I mean, I am, but not like
Goodbye seafood.
all of it.
He says goodbye seafood.
That's what I'm thinking.
My family's from Louisiana, and then I'm from. So here's the thing, my family's from Louisiana, so seafood I grew up on, soul food I grew up on, but then I'm from Kansas City. Barbecue I grew up on. So like I don't know my life without those three.
I'm going to say seafood.
Okay.
Say seafood.
So we got 2 seafoods and 1 dessert. I like a lot of sugar. Was I supposed to say cook again? No.
Cook?
Like my cook? No, because we
No,
did it then.
no, we don't.
All right. Now I'm hungrier than I was before. Trey, how can they reach?
We are on YouTube, which you're already watching. I hope you really love this episode. So please comment on the funniness that happened earlier on. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Like, subscribe, share, blah, 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 blah. We are also on Facebook. Facebook is the Lit Room Podcast. If you're going to tag us, please use the at the Lit Room. When you're tagging us on Facebook, we're also on Instagram. Our Instagram is at the Lit Room Podcast. We also have Gmail, the Lit Room Podcast at gmail.com. We are on Twitter, the Lit Room. We are on SoundCloud, the Lit Room. Apple Podcasts coming soon, merch coming soon, website coming soon. Just get into all of it. But we definitely need you guys to start interacting with us. Interaction. Yup.
That was a little quiet.
See, I did the opposite last time.
You did. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I think he liked the episode more than he thought he was going to, because he was like, where are we going? And we went, and he loves it. You loved the episode.
I love it.
He was a little philosopher, you. All righty, kids. We cannot leave this episode that was so great without thanking our sponsors, who are the Creative Chick.
Yeah, that's your line. But you was waiting on me to say
No,
it.
I was about to say the Tropics and that video. Omni Hair. And coming to you straight from Illinois, Pecan Production.
Buenos nachos.
All right, you guys. Hopefully you love this episode and you laugh with us. Tell us more. Interact, as Trey said.
Interact.
Yes. Because sooner or later we are going to get to a position where we are going to be on tour and we are going to be saying hi with y'all. And you can meet me, you can meet Trey, and you can meet Pete because he will also be there. I'm sure he has his own fan club. Okay, the women out there love P. All right. A little nasty. All right, y'all. So like we always say, stay lit.
Stay lit.
Bye.
Bye. But I mean it.